Alright, so this last video I couldn't really think of anything. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that I still could go over, but I thought I'd take the time to talk about sort of motivation and practice for big cubes. So I'm not saying anyone should force themselves to practice. I honestly recommend only cubing when you really want to. But what I am saying is don't be discouraged, by bad solves and give up a session immediately. I know from myself personally, some of my best times maybe in big cubes have come after terrible ones. So I'll mess up a few solves, reset the session, and get a PB average of 5 out of nowhere. So all practice is good practice, as long as you're practicing good habits. That's the most important thing. Just get into good habits. Or another thing with big cubes, particularly for 5x5, 6x6, and 7x7, the practice translates to each other cube. So if you do 5x5 practice, this is going to help you 6x6 and 7x7, and vice versa. So it's not like Pyraminx or Skew or Megaminx or something where it doesn't really translate a whole lot. 4x4 it's a bit different because of for me, the method that I use. Whereas 5x5, 6 and 7, all using reduction, it's the same basic principles. So practicing 5x5 helps the rest. I know a lot of people, they find doing maybe 7x7 a bit tough, as it's a lot of effort just for one solve. So I mean, if you are practicing, or you're bored or anything like that, and you want to practice big cubes, for me personally, what I just do is put on a TV show. And for me, it's like How I Met Your Mother or Simpsons, or listen to a podcast and just do a session of cubing. Because that's the one thing actually I really like about cubing. It's sort of like meditation in a sense. If you're doing good solves, it's really relaxing, and you're actually able to focus completely on the cube whilst focusing on, say, music or a podcast, or listening to like a TV show. So that's actually quite nice about especially practicing big cubes. If you have any questions actually about motivation or practice at all, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, that's the end of the series. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see what I can do, maybe another big cubes one later on, but for now, that's the end of the series. See ya.